welcome to another one of my videos and welcome to Overcourt Farm. This is a friend of mine's farm and something a little bit different for me today. I'm going to do a sort of gear review, but not the ones you might expect. Since I've been getting into wildlife photography, one thing I've wanted to get was some kind of hide. Now we've got big plans that I may come onto later on, but for the moment I've bought this NITEHAWK portable hide. I'll put a link in the description to the Amazon product that I bought. And full disclosure, I bought this with my own money. This is not sponsored in any way by NITEHAWK or anyone else. So let's open it up, see what's inside. My first impression really is that it's a bit heavier than I expected, which is probably a good thing because it will give us a nice solid base. Now, it's all strapped up. So, oh, you unstrap it and it just pops open. And it's just like an ordinary camping chair. Has a little pocket for a drink, which is handy. I'll put my coffee in there in a bit. Its shoulder width is not quite as comfortable as a camping chair like the ones I've got in Betty, the van. But they say this hood just pulls up and over. All we need to do is sort of get it into position, and I think just over there, more against the woods and the trees, looks like a good spot. Just need to find those pegs. There we go, there's a bunch of pegs come with it, which will peg down in these. Well, this looks like a nice little hide. Getting in and out might be a little more difficult. I might have to unpeg the front to... Oh, there's a big zip here. Oh, there's certainly plenty of scope for getting your camera out. Right, so what we need to do is get the camera and the tripod in there. Then I've somehow got to get myself in. This could be interesting. Is there room for the camera bag? I don't think there's actually room for the camera bag in there. So let's make sure I've got the important things first. Yeah, I might just get it in. Yeah, that might work. Okay, now all I've got to just do is see if I can get in. Now I suspect the easy way to do it is to lift one of the corners, or maybe even both the front ones. But let's crawl in and have a go. Well, do you know, I think this would do. I think this will do nicely, actually. First thoughts. Like I say, it's a little bit heavier than I expected. Certainly goes up really easily. It's nice having the pegs to peg it down. There are plenty of little windows to open, which is just as well, because it would get very hot in here otherwise. I've got them open more for air than anything else at the moment. Is there one behind me? No, I can't see one behind me. I don't think it would be totally waterproof. And it would be handy, I don't know whether you can make this out, but this thing just flaps about in the wind. It would be nice to have some kind of tie back to hold it open. I expect I can come up with something to hold it in place. Clothes peg or something similar. If I get some clothes pegs and bring them with me, that might be handy. But importantly, I'm now hidden from the wildlife. So, sit here, have a coffee, and wait and see what we see. So after a little experimenting, I think the way you're supposed to work this is to sit down in it and then pull it over. That does seem to be a little more easy to get in and out. So this is nice and cozy, but there's nothing much happening here, which is a shame because this is our preferred site for setting up some kind of permanent hide. So maybe it's time to see how easy it is to pack away. Well, you certainly get rid of the canopy fairly easily. Let's see what happens when we try and fold it up. Okay, so let's get the bag ready. Not going to be easy in this wind. Just use the tripod just to hold it down while I see how well this folds up. Now, got to take out these two pegs. And that peg has come out anyway. Oh, good. Right. I'll pop them away in a minute. Now, how does this fold up, did I wonder? Now this appears to be quite heavily spring-loaded. And I need to work out which way around this strap goes. Right. funny. It definitely was strapped up when I arrived. Let's see if we can loosen this clip. Pull it through almost to the end. Right. Now I should be able to find that clip. Ah, right, that's not too bad, as long as it fits in the bag. It does appear to be slightly wider than the bag, which is very strange. Let's tighten it up a bit more. Oh, not too bad at all. So I sit in the hide for an hour and see nothing. I pack the hide away and I spot a kite straight away. Oh! Well, what are the chances? So I set the hide up here because that dead tree looked like a possible perch for some of the raptors. So we favoured this location mainly because of the track and its access to parking. So if we were to set up any kind of hide, it would be relatively easy to get to. But there just doesn't seem to be enough wildlife around in this spot. This is twice now I've sat here and seen next to nothing. Seagulls, crows, and a kite. Okay, so I think I'd quite like to not shoot off just yet. So I'm going to head over closer to that dead tree. I'm just going to, well, head back towards the car, but then head over in the direction of my dead tree. So just heading back along the track, back towards the car, and I'm going to cut left along the edge of the hedgerow. See whether I can see something along that way. So I think this looks like a reasonable spot along the hedgerow. So let's set the hide back up and see if I've learned anything from the first time I did it. This is actually really pleasant, just sitting here in the sun. And now we just sit and wait again. Certainly gets hot in here, so we need the vents open. So, is this hide successful? I would say so, actually. I'm not having much luck here today, but I think that's location and time more than anything. Certainly enough room in here to sit down with a tripod and a camera. I get my camera bag at my feet, so I've got access to bits and pieces if I want. But is this hide worth the £70 I paid for it? Only time will tell, but I think so. It's certainly portable enough, albeit a little heavier than I expected. It's a very solid metal frame chair. Like I say, I don't think it'd be waterproof, showerproof certainly. It gets very hot in here. So you need these side vents open as well to let some air. But I think on the whole, this is a success. I'll have to use it a few more times and get used to setting it up, packing it away, carrying it around. I think on the whole, this works. Well, it was an interesting day. I do love this hide. I think I made the right decision buying this. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think so. So, if you're into wildlife photography and you want to go to locations where there's no ready-made hide, purpose-built thing, £70 well spent, I think. It might not last forever, might not be waterproof, might be a little hot, but it's certainly better than sitting out in the open and being seen by the wildlife and scaring them off. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little, actually in-use, usable review of the NITEHAWK portable hide. You'll probably see this again in future videos, I'm quite sure. In the meantime, I'll wait till this car goes past. Thank you so much for watching. Really means a lot. It'd be great if you'd give me a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.